Good morning, I'm your host Matt Buckley. This is the Joe's Reel Show. Let's head over to the studio and get real. All right, good morning. I'd like to thank Joe for allowing us to use the Loyalist College TVNM studios. I'm joined today by a very special guest, the one, the only, Mark Tapsell.
Hey Matt, it's nice to be here.
Nice to have you on the show.
Thanks, bud.
So, where's hometown for you?
Hometown.
Where is your hometown?
That's a long story, Matt. I'm from a little country called Qatar, which is in the Middle East.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, was that where you were born, or is that where you were brought up?
I was born in the Yukon, but I was raised in the Middle East. Kind of a weird combo there, but yeah.
Now, later on in the show, people are going to learn a little something.
What does that mean, Matt?
What is
something
that they're going to learn?
Sure. So later on the show, I'm going to be showing you how to juggle, or showing you how to juggle, hopefully.
That would really help out my hand-eye coordination as a goaltender.
You are a goaltender, yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. Well, you know what? Let's talk about that once we get around to it.
Okay. Moving on here then. I guess what's the difference between Qatar and Belleville?
I guess probably the biggest thing is, it's actually not the people, because I grew up with a lot of Canadians, so it's definitely not the people. I guess it's most like it's the climate, really. And the weather.
Going from cold to heat?
Yeah. Like when I went back during winter, it was like 18 degrees Celsius, and everybody was they were all crying because it was so cold, and I was just out with my t-shirt on. I was like, you guys know nothing.
Now, getting back to the hockey, I understand you were a goalie coach for an international team?
Yeah. I got to coach the Qatar national team, it was really cool. Great opportunity.
Now you were the goalie coach?
I was the goalie coach, yeah. And I also got to play with the team as well when we traveled.
Oh,
so
interesting.
it was quite interesting. Great. Yeah, it was great. But anyways.
So, being a goalie, I can't wait to get started on my hand-eye coordination doing the juggling drills. When we get back after the break, we're going to do that. We're going to do some juggling, and we're going to move sets just because we can. Have a great break. Enjoy the commercials. Hey, welcome back to Joe's Reel Show. I'm Matt Buckley, joined by Mark Tapsell. We're live in the studio. So, Mark, when did you learn how to juggle?
Well, Matt, it all started a couple weeks ago, actually. I was talking to Emil, and he decided, and he gives me this present. I was like, Emil, why you give me a present, bro? And he's just like, I love you, Mark. I love you. And I was like, oh, thanks, bro. And so, anyways, he passed me the present. I open it up, and inside there's these 3 used, crappy, orange, whatever balls.
So what do we do to make use out of them, right?
Yeah, what are these for, Emil? And he's just like, Mark, I want you to juggle. And you know what?
And didn't you mention a guy by the name of Eric Howard walked by and actually...
Yeah, Eric Howard walked by and he said, Mark, I'll teach you how to juggle. And I said, Eric, you've already taught me so much. I'd really appreciate it if you could teach me a little bit more. And he said, all right, I'll teach the hell out of you. So what he did was he grabbed these balls and he juggled. Oh man, did he juggle. But anyways, that's basically that story.
You know what we're going to do now, though? We're going to move out in front of the counter and we're going to give all the people a tutorial on how to get started juggling.
Awesome idea, Matt. Awesome idea.
Now, do you remember how Eric Howard showed you?
Yes, of course. Eric, what do you want to... Oh, watch out for that.
He didn't want you to juggle all 3 at once.
No, not with 3. He wants you to start with 2.
And 2 hands?
Well, no. Don't. Oh my God, Matt, I can't. I hate it when people do this. All right, this is not juggling. And throwing all 3 balls up in the air and catching them at once, that's not juggling either.
Okay, so what's the down low? How do we get started?
Okay, well, I'm probably gonna mess this up right now, but it doesn't really matter. How you get started is using 2. What you want to do is you want to throw 1 ball up in the air, and while it's in the air, you want to throw the other ball up. So it's basically once one's going up, or once one's coming down, the other one's going up, and it's
Okay.
creating this. It's creating like a loop almost.
All right, let's see
So
that.
hopefully this works. I find it easier with 3 now, but anyways, it's somewhat. Oops. Oh, that's just brutal. Hey?
Okay.
But anyways, I can't do it right now. But anyways, Matt, it's a little bit something like that.
So we're just really, what's the teeth just assess? Just your focus, your hand,
It's all about focus.
your eyes?
Yeah, it's really about hand-eye coordination. But getting the third ball involved, that's when, see, I've kind of adapted to using 3 now instead of just the 2.
And why do you say that is? Is it about patterns, Mark?
It is. It is really about just getting into a pattern. See, I find it a lot easier to use 3 now than 2 because of...
All right, so what's the pattern? Like, what are...
So basically what you're going to do with 3 is you're almost creating like an X when you throw it. So when this ball is going to go over here, like whichever ball is in this hand, like you're going to have 2 here, is always going to be flying in this direction over here.
Okay.
Whereas this hand, you'll always be throwing it over here.
All right, let's see that.
So anyways, it's a little something like this. And
Right.
you're basically just...
Now, as you gradually get better, is that when you start spacing it out more? And
Yeah, and actually, you know, it's a lot harder if you do really close and quick. Starting out, I probably go a lot higher, just to really you know, get that feel for it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But anyways.
Mark, I'm so thankful to have you on the show. It's
Yeah.
definitely been a pleasure to
Yeah,
have
no worries,
you.
Matt. No worries, Matt.
Thanks for teaching us how to juggle. For more great tips, visit letsgetreal.com. That's our website. Make sure you check it out. And for all those watching, thank you so much for tuning in to today's show. We'll see you back next time when we do it all over.